you know?
I was reading your treatment for the Defiant one. That was like really. I saw the whole thing, like the way you laid it out in that treatment. Like I've never seen a treatment like that before. That's probably how you're supposed to do it, but that was really cool to see that.
Well, I try if I'm looking at something and I'm creating something, it's theater of the mind. And so I see the lights go down, I see the screen come up, and I want to create something that you will see. And so when I'm writing, I'm trying to give you a vision of what I'm actually seeing in my head. And I think when I created the lookbook for that, I think that was something I tried to grab. It's almost like making a commercial. Sometimes, the commercials have these moments in there that connect, but you might see a guy getting out of his car and then you see him somewhere else. You thought you saw him walking, but you didn't, and it's creating those images to weave them together to create that story, that through line that you're going to see. And I thank you for the compliment. I was hoping that I could convey that, and obviously it did. And that's what I would tell people. There's a young filmmaker that's doing a proof of concept now, and that's one of the things that I'm telling him. You've got to create a lookbook in order to do it, because a lot of times what you have is studio execs may not want to read the script. They may say, "Here's the script. I'm going to give it to an assistant. They're going to read it, and then we'll see what happens." Then the assistant, some like vanilla and some like chocolate, some like strawberry, some like pistachio. This one in particular didn't like pistachio. You created pistachio, but somebody else may. So that's why you want to put a lookbook together to get a visual sense of what it is. There are some friends of mine that do an actual previs, creating a computerized version of a scene to do that, and you get movement in that. I'm not that talented to do that, and I can't afford to hire somebody on that, So, but that's why back in Ithaca, there are artists there, and to me, if I was back there right now, having the knowledge that I had back then, I'd say, okay, I'm going to make a film, and I'm going to write it. Who do I know that's in art school at Ithaca that's really good? I want to go see all their stuff, and then you go to them and say, hey, do you want to put something on your resume? You want to do this? I may give you $50 because that's all I got. Do this, and you got this on your resume to do for a film. They do it. They get a storyboard. Now you've got that, and you can go out and go take pictures. Normally what I do is, I'll tell you what, if you give me a moment here, I'll turn this light up and I'll show you. I'm not the greatest artist, but I did my own storyboards. So give me a second here.
Yeah. While we're waiting, please go and check out Spotify, our channel there, and listen to some of the episodes from before. It helps us a lot. Thank you so much. This commercial break brought to you by Diary of the Mouth.
You know what? I have storyboards from the Hatred. So I don't know if you could see this.
Yeah, we can see that.
Yeah. So what I did, you can see the bridge, right?
Yeah.
Bars on?
Yep.
So what I did was I went down to the bridge on the location. I went to the location, and here's another shot of it. And I took a picture of it. And then by taking the picture, I drew that, I had it on my iPhone, and I just drew it and I put the characters in there. You could actually go out to a location and put actors in there, take the pictures and use the actual pictures, and do it that way. But, I tend to, I don't, it's hard to go get everybody and, get everybody involved and say, hey, I need 5 or 6 actors. You may, but you may not. The problem with that is you use them in the previs, and then you don't use them in the film, and you've cheated them. You know what I mean? Mm. So I just think that Ithaca College has, or even TC3 has creative people there that you could snatch up and help you with that.